Hiya, I'm Lady Arcana, and today I should be your trial guide for Garuda Extreme. There are 3 phases to Garuda, so let's take a look at them first before the video. Phase 1. Ranged casters need to stay in the middle to avoid knocking down the pillars. Like in hard mode, you need to hide behind those pillars to avoid Minstrel Shriek. Satin plumes when they spawn need to die as soon as possible, and as always you need to watch out for AoEs and other goodies that Garuda will throw at you. And then when the sisters spawn, they need to be split, just like in hard mode, and the off tank will take Charada. Garuda has a very powerful skill called Slipstream. You can see her cast this, and it's a frontal AoE that is avoidable. When you see her cast it, please try to avoid it as much as you can. Another skill is called Friction. This will target a random player, and then an AoE will follow around them. It will damage anything in its path, and it can destroy pillars like in this clip here. Try to avoid this by staying in the centre. Just like in hard mode, when Garuda jumps up into the air, she will perform Minstrel Shriek. This is when you need to hide behind the pillars to avoid it. The first set of plumes that spawn will have a satin plume. You need to make sure that you kill this one first before AoEing the rest down. Garuda will start screaming die 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 and spawn Charada and Supana. Split them up as they are harder to kill when they're together. Have the off tank take Charada to the southeast and the main tank take Garuda and Supana to the north. Kill Charada first. Charada can use Downburst as well as Garuda gun throughout the fight. It's a frontal AoE cone attack. Charada though will put a crosshair above you, so watch out for this, and then any other melee can get out of the way. Feather Rain. This happens after Garuda jumps and is usually where she was. If you get hit by this, a dot will be applied to you called Windburn. Okay, on to phase 2. The arena will get smaller due to Vortex. Plumes will spawn again, but this time you need to keep the spiny one alive at all costs. Have someone mark on it so you don't accidentally kill it. The off tank will need to pull the spiny away from the main group, and then the main tank needs to take the aggro after 2 stacks on the off tank. Only when Garuda jumps you can kill the spiny and sit in its shield. Reckoning. This happens at the end of phase 1 going into phase 2. It is an unavoidable arena-wide attack that will wipe your group if all the pillars have been destroyed. It is possible to survive this if 2 pillars are still standing. Gather in the middle of the arena and cast all of your protection buffs. More plumes will spawn. Kill them all apart from the spiny. This one needs to live. Have someone mark it up so you don't accidentally damage it and kill it. Have the off tank pull the spiny away from the group until they reach 2 stacks of Super Cyclone. The main tank will then need to take the aggro off it. Continue to swap this until it is time to kill the spiny plume. This leads us on to the next part. Garuda will jump after a certain amount of time. This will be when you need to kill the spiny plume. At first, when it dies, a damaging AoE attack happens, so do not run into it straight away. After the AoE attack is done, the green shield will appear and you need to run into this before Garuda gets back down and does her special attack. Okay, the third phase. Giant feather AoEs take up a lot of the arena in a 12, 3, 6, 9 o'clock fashion. The main tank needs to go about 11 o'clock with Garuda and Supana when she spawns. The off tank needs to take Charada to about 5 o'clock position. And the ranged people like the casters and the healers stand around 7 o'clock so you can reach both sides. Also to remind you, the spiny plume needs to stay alive until Garuda jumps again, otherwise it will be a party wipe. Safe zones are clearly visible and the feather AoEs do not move. Repeat this process of killing the sisters, keeping the spiny plume alive until Garuda jumps and get into the shield. Rinse and repeat until Garuda is defeated. Now that we have gone over what some of the moves and the mechanics look like, here is a full run of Garuda Extreme with marked points for you to see it all in full swing. I shall be making more content for Final Fantasy XIV, so please hit that like and subscribe button to let me know if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.